And welcome to Everyday Hip Hop. My name is Cayman.
And I'm Xavier.
And we have a very, very, very special guest in the building today. Give it up. I want a round of applause for all our audience out there. Reggie Mac is here. Salute to Reggie Mac. How you doing today,
Man,
my
I'm doing
brother?
Good, man. I'm blessed, man. How are
Okay.
you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing
sir.
great. I'm going to play a record just to start us out, just to get the energy right.
'em the
Because
juice
you
then.
know what?
Give them the juice then.
Yes, sir.
All right.
We're going to start with your intro track, which I think is a great track. I love this record.
I swear I love music, and that's why I do it. I swear I love music, and that's why I do it. I swear I love music. Let me show you how you get this beat, man. Listen.
Everyday hip hop,
Turn up
Reggie
the
Mac.
music and watch me get
Hey.
into it. Elevate
Hey.
and lose it and make you wanna
Hey.
view it. Tougher than bamboo stick, calmer than a Buddhist. I spit that unheard like a nigga born with blue lips. I bust right through it, karate chop sue it. Act an animal, swallow whole, no chewing it. As I dispose, I find no true in it. Lies back, yeah, get the kangaroo in it. Prepare for the worst, I know they cooking and brewing it.
Hey.
Play with me
Hey.
and mine, I'ma be beef stewing it. Young man on his own, sitting high on the throne, heavy on the hip bone, like Sylvester Stallone. Man, I'll be blown, purple Maui, my cologne. Some say I'm wrong, cause I spill it off the dome. Yeah, cause I love my music, it be having me on. Yeah, say I love my music, it be having me on. I love my, and that's why I do it. I swear I love music. I love my music, we be having me.
I love this little last part right here. Hey.
Sometimes you just gotta have fun with it.
Sometimes you gotta have fun with it.
I think that's an amazing intro track. A lot of the times we see artists use the intro track to kind of do like an interlude, a lot of talking, but
Yeah.
intro track is supposed to set the tone for your album, really kind of let the listeners know what to expect. And I think this intro alone lets me know what I'm getting into for this album, and I'm glad that we start off with just straight bars.
Yes,
That
sir.
part, that
so
part.
so let's go to the origin. Let's go. You love music. Where did it start for you? Where did your love for music come from? Yeah.
Well, me personally, man, I've been in music all my life. Literally, my mom played the drums when she was pregnant with me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I came out playing the drums, and around 11 years old, I began to write music. You know, being to myself, always in trouble, bad, on punishment. So I would have my little karaoke machine back when the cassette tapes was in.
Okay.
Not to tell my age, though.
Right.
But, you know, we was dubbing tapes and just record over tapes and beats and do that. You know, that's what I did.
The origin of you and where you're from. Tell the people where you're originally from, where you were located, where you grew up.
I'm from
That's
the
very
Rich.
important.
Yeah, I'm from the Rich. I'm from Richmond, Richmond,
sir.
California. You know what I'm saying? I was born in Brookside Hospital. You know what I'm saying? Mama brought me home to St. John's Apartments. You know, we was back and forth to Granny House. She lived in North Richmond. You know what I'm saying? Back when everything was still cool. You know what I'm saying? I got family everywhere all over Richmond. My dad from the South Side. You know, pretty much every part of Richmond I done lived in. From the main line to South Side to every part of Richmond I done stayed in. I got family all over Richmond. So, you know, Richmond is dear to my heart.
Yes,
For
sir.
sure.
When you talk about Richmond, you're talking about Richmond very, very sincerely, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I've known you for a very, very long
Bloodline.
time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Talk about the environment of Richmond, what you really, really grew up in, and how you view the landscape of Richmond, where people claiming and saying where they from, and the politics of it all.
Right.
From somebody like you
Right.
and your music. Just
Right.
tell me about that story.
So I look at Richmond different because Richmond to me is family. So I never got involved in the politics. You know, I know that it's out there. I hear things and I see things. But growing up in Richmond, for me, it was fun. You know, I'll be in the South Side playing with these guys, and I might go to North and play with these guys, or I might be in Central, I might be on the main line, because we all went to school together. These are kids I grew up with. So to me personally, I never looked at it how people look at it to the point where, you know, killing and, you know, I'll throw them hands quick. But when it comes to killing and all that, it never felt comfortable for me. So growing up in Richmond, I never got involved in that type of stuff. Not no killing and all that. And no one could put me in the box. Earth is my turf. So I never wanted to be isolated to no certain section. Definitely when there's violence involved.
Right.
You know. Yeah, I just make sure I stay, you know, true to me. And, you know, growing up it wasn't what people think. You know, everybody say it's dangerous to come to Richmond, but to me it was fun. I mean, around high school it did turn up and people started dying, so I'm not gonna make it seem like nothing was going on. But when it come to politics, a lot of it be, you know, a misunderstanding. And a lot of people don't know how to talk to each other. Egos get hurt, you know, and then once you open that door, you can't close it. You know, once killing get involved, you know, loved ones get killed. It's just a revolving door after that.
Right. And we talking our community. We talking our own people.
That part.
And that's a whole other element of anything when we're talking about our community.
Yeah.
How had that upbringing shaped you and your music?
I feel like it gave me somewhere to pull. I won't say pain, but pain. You know, I understand a lot of different stuff. You know, I don't know everything about everything, but I know a little bit about a lot of bit. So I know bits and pieces of different phases in life, and being in Richmond, it definitely will mold you to be what is it, ambidextrous. I can go with both hands.
Yes, sir.
I could do it all type of ways, because you got to maneuver. And, you know, we still play sports, baseball, basketball, football, you know what I'm saying? But then it was still crime and killing, and so you know both sides of, you know, life. And then there's some educated people in Richmond too. It's not everybody's not killing. Most people that's killing, they mom probably got money and they daddy got money. They wasn't even in poverty. For real. The ones that's really just killing you was spoiled. So you went and you got a gun just because you can afford it, and now you doing things to prove your point. So a lot of times it don't even be the people that's from the struggle. It be people that, you know, they got it together. Their parents had it for them, and they choosing to live that life to prove a point.
What do you think about the landscape now versus, you know, how you grew up and everything? Just by you saying that, and, you know, kids with parents that got money, but are doing, you know, certain type of things. What do you think about the landscape now of just this generation in violence and in communities?
Man, I feel like it's horrible. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like a lot of even well, I'm gonna speak for Richmond, because I don't know the ins and out of every city and what they got going on, but I do know a lot of the stuff that going in Richmond. If you was to ask one of the little YNs, hey, why y'all funking with the other side? They can't even tell you why, because it's been happening. You just inherited some shit that you got from somebody else, and you don't really even know why you doing it. Oh, he killed my cousin, but why is y'all even feuding with the other side? So I feel like nowadays it's just a lot of, like I said, misunderstandings. It's not even no morals and standards and no codes that's being stood on. It's just, you know, kids that think I'm supposed to be doing this, and let alone the internet. We're not even gonna get into that, but we're gonna stick to the point of, you know, the environment from where I'm from. I feel like the YNs is definitely some inherited BS that, you know, 9 times out of 10 it's probably your cousin or your family that have babies with their family, and y'all feuding, and
Something that can be quickly resolved.
Right. A phone call could change it.
Right.
You know, a conversation could change it. I know bloodshed, it won't change like that, but at some point, you know, you gonna keep hurting, or you gonna, you know, bandage that wound up. So, yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of times in those situations, it's the lack of an outlet to express those emotions that can lead you into certain predicaments. And as you mentioned, with writing music at 11 years old, you were able to find a positive outlet.
Yeah.
So could you tell us a little bit more about the experiences that you've been able to narrate with your own music?
You know, I lived in the neighborhood with the drug dealers and the, you know, gunshots and all that. And mainly in my music, honestly, I can give you the vibe and make you feel like you listening to that same music of killing and all that. But if you listen to my lyrics, I'm not saying anything about killing. I'm actually talking about something positive. But the way I play with the words, you would think, and you listening to the beat, like, oh, he got me in that mode. But if you really listen, he talking about bullshit, or he talking about bwan bwan. I'm just talking about how you would greet somebody bwan 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 or something like that. But when you hearing the song and the way I'm talking, I can put together. I can say something about a gun, but while I'm describing a gun or talking about a gun, I'm not talking about shooting someone.
Right.
So yeah. So I have the, you know, I have the understanding of what be going on, so I can put it in my lyrics. But I also understand, you know, I was raised in church. My mama took me to church every Sunday. So I have morals. I have, you know, understanding of the good side, so you say, you know. So, yeah, I can play with it.
It's great to see this. And you just released an EP. Out August 8th, 2025, the Boss Shit EP, which I played the intro track to begin with.
Right.
But you do have your record Boss Shit, which third verse.
Why you saying it like that, bro?
What you mean?
You said boss shit?
Boss Shit.
Man, it's boss shit.
Boss Shit.
Yeah, keep that in there. Y'all hear how he's slandering my shit right now. Boss sheet? Boss sheet. He said boss sheet, y'all.
I'm trying to be too proper.
Bougie, I don't know where I'm at right now.
Right.
I think I'm in
trying to
another
be too
country.
proper.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be too
Target
proper.
and
It's okay. You know where we went to school.
Hey, for real though, why you playing? Well, come on with it. Come on, man.
But like you said, a lot of these lyrics and a lot of these records and a lot of these songs, you're not talking about nothing crazy. You're still, but they're still slaps.
Right.
How did you find that in between in that balance in your records to just say some cool fly shit?
Right.
Because that's what most of your bars is, cool fly shit.
Yeah.
Versus the
The
other
fly
shit.
you ever heard in your life.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest, I've been writing music for a long time, right? When I was going through what I was going through, it's like phases in your life, right? So when I'm young, like I said, I'm on punishment, I'm in the room, I'm writing a song. There might be some more aggressive music being written.
Right.
But as you grow and you get older and you're not in that phase in your life, it's like I had a point where I was not even cussing in none of my songs. I had started writing songs for like a cool 2-3 years. I was just writing songs, and I wasn't trying to say no cuss words. Actually, it was almost leaning towards gospel, but it wasn't gospel. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying God. I'm not writing any cuss words, things like that. But after that, you know, I understand that what the people want to hear. You know, everybody want to hear that, so you got to mix it up. Like you could say good stuff, you could say you mix. So I found that blend. By honestly, I don't listen to music like that. I don't listen to, you know, just I want to kill you, all that, bro. I'm having to put that in my system, so I can give you what you need. You know, it's plant based, but you know, it's not the meat. It's plant based to fill you up. It'll make you feel the same way. Yeah.
And I think that's a great point that you bring up, because a few months ago, maybe at this point, Cayman and I were reviewing Lecrae, and he's a gospel rap artist.
Yeah.
And one thing I really enjoyed about his project is that he was able to curate a vibe that you really only got when listening to an artist like a 21 Savage, but it was strictly faith-based and positivity.
Yeah.
So he was able to showcase that you're able to have hard-hitting beats and curate a club vibe without talking about violence in every bar. Right. So I think that idea is showcased in just your intro alone. Yeah. We have a hard-hitting beat. We have hard lyricism and bars. Right. But when you take a look at what you're exactly saying, you're just talking about your love for music and what you're able to showcase with that. So I feel like a lot of people just lean into the gun bars because they don't have the penmanship or the wherewithal to
talk about it,
to really write.
Because we get into lyricism now, sir.
Let's talk about it.
Respond to that.
When you actually got to write and actually say something of substance, it gets a little bit harder. But when it's just blick, blick, shoot, shoot.
It's
just blick, blick, shoot, shoot.
Blick, blick, shoot. Rat is the cat and hat is the fat and all that. Nursery rhymes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Expound on that. What you think about what he said?
Nursery rhymes versus lyricism. Leaning on guns too much.
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like somebody that cuss too much. Like every time they open their mouth, they just cussing and cussing and cussing. Like,
Just
damn,
cuss.
you don't,
I be
you don't-
trying.
No.
I be trying.
So you're articulating. We're in this setting right now. You haven't said a cuss word yet. You're articulating yourself very well, and you know how to speak, right? Some people don't even know how to speak. They open their mouth, and every other word is a cuss word, meaning you don't have a broader vocabulary to be able to articulate how you feel, which is why most people are angry because you don't know how to articulate. I just was saying that about the politics and stuff. A lot can be resolved based off people just being able to talk, but people are so ignorant and they don't process things the right way. You know what I'm saying? And you can't articulate your words, so the first thing you result to is anger.
Yep,
You know what I'm
step on
saying?
these niggas.
So man, you hear me? So that yeah. So back to your question.
Because
though.
I think that's what it all goes back to. It goes to a lack of communication and a lack of awareness of how to express and acknowledge your own emotions.
Yeah.
So when you have all of these emotions bottled up inside of you and you don't even really know what these means to you,
Yeah.
you just want to get it out of there. And a lot of times the easiest way to get those emotions out is just through violence or through
Right, that's
ignorance.
easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
It's easy,
You know, a
yeah.
lot of people just want the easy way
Yeah,
out of things. That's
yeah.
why it's easy to rely on gun bars or rely on things that have been said over and over again instead of really trying to write something of substance that comes from your own experiences.
right.
What made you not? What made you take that road and be decisive on? I'm going to spread a positive message throughout my music instead of going that easy way. Because it's easy for you, that somebody that's talented, to
Yeah.
just be like, I'm gonna just go that way and
Yeah.
cut the line.
Yeah.
You're not cutting the line.
Right. Putting that work in.
Yes, sir.
I have a good understanding of what music does to people, right? So I can pinpoint the problem in the music, and it's a lot with the lyrics and the shit that's going on, to where kids gone. I'm talking about mine is gone, and they think that all this shit that these people are saying is real, and it's popular. So like you said, the old boy that do the Christian rap, right?
Yes, look
he's
correct.
showing a different way. He's showing that you can rap this. I'm famous. You know what I'm saying? I'm rapping in a Christian rap. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about killing nobody. Nothing. Same here. I like to play with words. If you listen to my music, you gotta rewind it and listen to it about 3 times to catch something I said throughout the song. You be like, damn, he said, damn, I didn't even know the whole time. I didn't heard this song 10 times. I didn't even know you were saying that. Yeah. It just like that. But I like to play with words, and I've been doing it for a while. So, yeah, I mean, you know, that's just what
It's
I
just
do.
easy for you.
Man, it's just easy for me.
And you've been doing it, like I said, I didn't know you a long time, man. I didn't see you record records. And I'm like, dang, that's hot. From 10, 15 years ago.
Man, why you gotta be putting my business out like that?
I'm just
man?
saying.
Yeah, keep
I
it
ain't saying
Why you
mysterious.
gotta put my
I'm
business
just
out
saying.
like that, man? Then they gonna be like, how old is this nigga, man? You understand me, man? They don't worry about how old I am, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga look young. They'll
You
come
look
and
young.
Ask me how I feel, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Why was the time now in this year to start what you're starting right now? Like to drop and to, get
Yeah.
your career started.
Like you said, I've been doing this so long. I honestly, it's like now or never type. You know what I'm saying? You keep saying you're gonna do something, but if you don't do it, you just gonna keep saying. It was always a reason why I didn't do it. It's like, oh, I don't got the money for this, because I understand. I always told myself, when you first start out, everybody that first start out, they end up selling what they've made in the beginning. And most of the time, that is your best art in the beginning of what you're doing. You probably never get, because you don't have that hunger no more. You rich. You know what I'm saying? I'm more relaxed. Me personally, I feel like I'll still make hits because this is in me. Like I make music closing my eyes. I hear it when I'm just walking down the street. So this is different for me. But what was the question again? What was the question?
Why now?
It do be like
Why
that.
now? Right.
Yes, sir. Why now?
Why now? So yeah, so I always had an excuse on why I wasn't going to do it, and I had to get rid of the excuses. You know what I'm saying? And again, with the business side of it, I always knew that when you put your stuff out, man, make sure you got your shit together. Make sure you not just signing something. Make sure you have control of everything. And I finally got to the point where everything that I want to do, I have full control of it. So now when I put this out, whatever I do, I have full control of it. Nobody
sir.
is controlling anything, and that's the moment that I was waiting for. So it's almost like the door cracked open, and I kicked that bitch off the hinges.
Yes, sir.
Amen. Like the two biggest things I take away from that is always having control of your art form and what you want to put out to the world, and most importantly, put the excuses to the side. I feel like a lot of people have goals and ambitions of things that they want to achieve in this life, but it's always overshadowed by different excuses.
Yeah.
Of not right now is not the right moment.
Yeah.
This is going on, but tomorrow something else is going to be going on.
Yes, sir.
Next month something new is going to be going on. There's always going to be a reason for you not to do something. Sometimes you just need to find that one reason for you to just be like, today's the day.
Today's the day.
Yes, sir. I wanted to ask you a question. It's about family and friends in music. Throughout this year, you've dropped some heat, in my estimation, but you start to see what happens when you're an artist and you have people close to you, you have families, you have friends that aren't as enthusiastic when it comes to what you're trying to create and being supportive in that than like a random stranger will be.
Right.
Like a random stranger gonna dance to that record that you're doing a reaction to, and we'll get to your reactions and ask you about that. But what do you think about family and friends specifically? Just as far as supporting your art or your creative, whatever you're doing creatively, and it seems like a random stranger would support it rather than your family or your friend. What do you think about that?
Pretty accurate. Pretty accurate. I feel like family, they not gonna jump on the bus until it's on its way to Vegas, or we mama made it type shit. That's when they gonna jump on, because they you familiar. They know you. People that's just hearing your music, they don't really know you like that. They just hear the music, so they judging you off just your music. Your family gonna be your biggest critics. They gonna be like, he doing, even your close friends. It don't have to be just your family members. People that feel like they know you, probably went to school with you, probably you gonna have to show them like, oh, he's serious. He going crazy. He's serious. Then they gonna be like, oh, okay. But in the beginning, don't nobody give a damn about what you got going on. And you might bring out the flaws in their ass. Like, oh, why, like we said, why you waiting on what you doing? Look what he doing. Now it hit a nerve. Now you like, oh, shit. I've been wanting to do that too. No, you ain't never want to do this shit. So sit your ass down, keep your shit over there.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think people have to come to, like you've already came to it. It seems like it's okay. Like, you have to be okay and acceptable and accept the fact that these people are not going to support it like a random stranger will. And I think so many people get stuck in their feelings on that fact of like, why are my close ones not? Nah, you have to build your own community, and then people will follow.
They're going to be there.
They're going to be there.
They're going to be there.
Right.
And I'm telling you, they're going to run. They're going to be right on your cousin, nephew, whoever it is, they gonna wish they had to fuck with you. Man, I'm the type of person, I still give you a chance.
Right.
If you family, I still give you a chance, but only one. And you're done. You're one and you're done. So, yeah.
Why did you choose to do reaction videos? Why is that? We see that on your social media. You're gonna have to shout out your social medias definitely at the end of this.
Yes, sir.
So everybody can follow you and watch your content. Why did you choose the reaction video way of doing things with your songs?
I feel like I'm dope as shit, and I feel like I'm so dope. I want you to tell me my shit weak to my face. I'm not. It's easy for a motherfucker just make a song and then just put it out there and see where it land. Cause you might land, But it's harder to go up to somebody, but hey man, tell me a stranger, or tell me the God honest truth. What do you think about this song? And the more they tell me, boy, that shit hot, that just let me know, boy, that shit hot.
Right.
And I'm gonna keep cooking.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna just keep cooking. So yeah, and also with my fan base, that's my niche. Like everybody that follow me, I ain't paying for no followers. I'm not doing all that extra shit, and I'm just getting started. So everybody that's on my following list, I either shook their hand, you did a reaction with me. I know you personally in some type of way, and it feel good to me. Like when that number go up, that's how I look at the number. Like, boy, you done shook 200 hands, you done shook 150 hands, you done seen 150 people. Like those are people that I did a video with him. I actually seen him. We was talking, and the bigger it get, it's only gonna get better. It's like fine wine. The bigger I get, that type of stuff is gonna be valuable. The people that's in the videos, they're gonna see the videos and be like, I actually was there. I was there. I'm telling you, look, go all the way down on his Instagram when he first started. I was in one of the videos. I'm telling you, I was. So it's just all, I see 10 years in the future. Man.
Okay, yeah.
And I think that's great, especially in this digital era. Really, just touching grass, canvassing with the community, building that organic fan base is really going to come in handy, especially when music is dropping at massive numbers. Every day there's 100 songs that are dropping, but if you can really connect to somebody on a personal level, that's just going to give them even more of a reason to want to check you out. Oh, I saw this guy downtown. Oh, I made a video with him. I definitely want to check him out. I know personally that he's dope. He's a good guy, and the music's dope as well, so I'm going to check that out. Versus just seeing another artist that you haven't heard of pop up on your Apple Music or Spotify that you might not be as inclined to check it out. So really hitting that groundwork. As people who have canvassed the streets of Sacramento with you,
yes, sir.
We can attest to the fact that genuine people, real life people really fuck with your music.
Yes, sir.
Fucks with it.
Right. And the testament of you as an artist, and like I said, like you're in my family. I support your music. If there was some trash that you would have dropped, I would have told you. You know what I would have told you that?
Please do.
And you welcome that, and I love that you do welcome that.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing on some of these records, sir, is like, nah, this has to be pushed. People have to hear it because I truly, genuinely believe in the music.
Yes.
So people who are able to stand on their music can go out in the streets and be like, hey, what's up? Y'all want to hear this song? Y'all think it's trash? Tell me to my face right now. A lot of these artists can't do that. And I just think that's a true testament to you, sir. Very, very true.
Oh, mamas.
AI and music.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you just very briefly a couple rapid questions before we get out of here. AI and music as far as lyricism goes, and people, writing records, just writing raps specifically. What do you think about AI and music in that front of artists not being true and genuine and just, going to AI? It's a very lazy-esque era we're in right now.
Yeah, that's many, boy. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think that an AI should be involved in music. Because AI learns from people, so that's somebody's intellectual property that
There you go.
AI is picking up. AI don't just do its own thing; it learns from us. So yeah, I don't think that AI, because nigga, AI me. What if an AI took my identity and was just rapping my style and stuff, and then heard so many of my songs? It's like, okay, I got his style now, and now you rapping my shit. No, that's why we unique. That's why we got our own fingerprints and all that type of stuff. AI gotta slow down.
Well, that was Tupac and Snoop Dogg on, what was it, Taylor Made?
On who?
He talking about that Drake diss where Drake used
AI
Tupac and Snoop Dogg to try to do a diss.
To diss Kendrick Lamar.
I ain't even watch that because
It's like,
I don't
why?
even watch that boy like that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's.
I just keep it a buck, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch
But so
that man
that's
like
that's
that.
not something that you would find acceptable in hip hop, though.
No.
During a diss battle, an
No,
artist
you cannot
using
put a dead man on your record and a man that he said Snoop too.
Yes.
Snoop too.
Yeah,
Snoop didn't
man.
have a problem with it though.
But still,
That's another.
It
that's
wasn't-
another
he didn't have a problem with it.
conversation.
right because
That's
you know,
Snoop.
Still,
That's another question. That's
it
another.
wasn't Snoop though. So what are we doing?
Well,
what
Snoop,
we
Snoop a
doing?
clone? Is Snoop a clone?
Ha! Shit, I wouldn't know. What the fuck he is? For sure. That motherfucker bony in it.
I know we got a lot of clones running around in hip hop right now.
All right, sir. Early influences as an artist from you early in your formation of music.
Early?
Early influences.
Shit.
Any Richmond specific artist?
Nah.
Like who are some artists from Richmond? I think I Am Sue's from Richmond.
I
Yeah.
Am Sue is from Richmond.
But my early on, I wasn't listening to no Richmond rap. I was Shit, I was on my juvenile shit.
Okay.
Yeah, juvenile.
You was a juvenile.
Yeah, a hot boy, he on fire. Yeah, I was one of those. Who else? She don't give me the line, nigga. I'm telling you, I ride in the car listening to no music. Unless it's mine. Like, I don't really listen to music. I will listen to, like, Sade.
Amen.
I was about to say, growing up, the only thing that I would hear, like, we wouldn't hear that rah. Like, you would be like, nah, we ride into some smooth.
Some smooth shit.
And you put some Sade? Yes.
Yeah,
I was
Sade.
just
can
watching
attest to
Sade
that.
live the other day.
Some Teddy, huh?
I was just watching Sade live performance the other day.
Man.
I'll
Keep
tell
your
you.
spirit calm. That's how you stay balanced. That's why a nigga ain't jumping off the deep end talking about kill, guns, bang, bang. Like, bro, you hear that all day long?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's your food.
So you would say more of your influence comes from outside of hip hop then? More
Pretty
gospel or R&B?
That's why I ain't locked in like that. Like, I'm not just locked in where most people that is rapping now, they sound the same, don't they?
Yes,
like,
sir.
Almost, it's 99. I give you 95 because it is a little wiggle room, but most people sound exactly the same. It's just the tone of your voice is changing. You might change a couple words, but every nigga talking about the same thing. You couldn't even give them a topic to talk about, and then they make a song about this. They wouldn't be able to change their topic. If you start making people do topics and songs, change your topic, there'll be less people like it was back in the 90s, early 2000s, where there was actually people writing songs, and it wasn't niggas just talking about killing all day long. Everybody talking about the same thing. Girls talking about it. Females are now drill rappers, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
I like that shit though.
that shit whack. That shit sexy. Huh?
I do like that though.
Look at this nigga, man. Don't bring her home, boy. I'm telling you.
You
boy.
know.
Yeah, you gonna wake up butt naked with no money, boy, on everything. She gonna get it.
You know you gotta keep the house separate. Can't be blowing up the spot.
What's-
Yeah,
but
go
ahead.
But so knowing that you kind of try to keep your personal music that you listen to a little bit more chill.
Yeah.
How are you able to kind of just bring that excitement and that energy to your bars? Where does that come from?
That come from the fire, the Richmond fire. I'm fired up all the time. I be fired up. It's inside me. It's just fired up, man. It's just
Well,
I be having it on simmer sometimes, right?
Can I get a top 5 R&B?
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
Sade.
okay.
Teddy Pendergrass.
Okay.
Can't forget Luther.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Let's
Somebody
see,
talking
top
about Lil
5.
Luther the other day.
Yeah, that's three. That's
Erykah
three.
Badu.
Okay, Badu.
Who
Number
else I used to
5,
listen
last
to?
one.
My boy Mike.
Mike Jack.
Oh.
But, I mean, he pop, but you know what
Nah,
I'm saying?
he R&B too.
He R&B too. Like, he all that.
He fluctuates.
Yeah,
he can pick what he want to do.
He can do that. Yeah,
Right.
He can do that. So I gotta stuff him in there too.
All right, so Cayman was just
That's
talking about Mike the other day, actually.
Yes.
Maybe we can ask you this question as well. He was talking about Mike having the best 2 consecutive albums in a row.
Right. Let me explain that a little bit to you.
Right.
So, Off the Wall dropped in. See, I just be doing music. I bought the
you
vinyl.
deep
That's
with
what.
it.
Yeah.
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 I
So
got it.
I
I got
had
it
to
too.
research.
That nigga too deep for that. Ask me some deep ass shit. Back in '82, you know he dropped this one. Yeah, nigga, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know.
Well, what artist do you think has the best 2
Album run ever. Like, you just had 2 albums that was just,
Like, my argument was Beyonce, B-Day, and her self-titled album. Where was that B-Day?
I don't think nobody did.
Beehive Don't Get Me.
Or 2 in a row.
2 in a row. That is a crazy question off the cuff.
Shit, juvenile, nigga. What you mean, nigga? 400 Degrees. Shit, he went back. Soldier Rags, did 400 Degrees, I think, and then G Code. Boy,
Juvenile was going crazy for
Project. Whatever the
Project,
last one was
oh, I thought you
called.
were talking about Project Pat.
No, the last album he had was called Project English.
Okay.
I bought all them, and I ain't even have a job, boy. For real, I made sure I had.
And
that
Juvenile
CD.
had you turned.
Man, what?
Juvenile had you
Hot
turned.
boy.
Different for the
hot boy
street.
on fire.
Yes, sir. What's next for Reggie Mac in the future? What's going on next? What's your plans for the future? What can the people expect from you as an artist going forward?
Hell yeah, boy. I'm finna turn this motherfucker up. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
I got a lot of shit, man. I be trying to pace myself. Like, yeah, I got a lot of shit. I be trying to pace myself, man. And you know, it's almost like a Uzi, man. It just be spitting, man. So I'm debating if I just want to flood them or should I bird feed them, and I'm leaning towards flooding them. So, you know, by the end of this year, I feel like I'm going to damn near turn it up a notch and just go crazy. I'm going to do something nobody else has ever done.
Okay.
That's my plan.
Okay.
I'm talking you ain't seen song after song after song after song, and I'm talking about slappers. I ain't trying to bring, if my shit trash, I want you to tell me if my shit trash. You feel me? That's my line. That's my hook, too. He's asking about my reactions and stuff. Yeah, that's my hook for him. Tell me if my shit trash, motherfucker run up on you quick. Boy, I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you if your shit trash, if you walk up on somebody, hey, you want to hear my music? Nigga like, man, watch out. I don't want to hear that shit. Watch out. But
Nah,
like,
tell
hey,
me.
tell me if it's trash.
Right.
They be rubbing their heads like,
Yeah, they be looking to ruin
I
somebody.
can't wait to slander.
I'm finna,
Right.
yes.
I can't wait to make you cry.
As soon as I play it, they like, it never fails. They be like, oh shit, he going crazy.
Right.
So yeah, man.
I heard you got a record. You got a record for us tonight or what?
I got an exclusive doozy for you, man.
You got an exclusive?
Yeah, man. I got an
record
exclusive
for us.
for you, man. I got an exclusive.
All
for
right,
you.
go ahead and send that through. However, you know, how you gonna send that through? You got your phone on you or what?
Why is my phone in the car?
Come on, bro.
Why is my phone?
We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back with the exclusive Reggie Mac record right now. He gotta get his phone out the car.
Shit together.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. I got the record in my phone right now. I'm about to play it.
You got that.
This is a Reggie Mac exclusive record live on Everyday Hip Hop here on Black Ambition Media. Let's clap it up for the first exclusive record. Your family come through, they gotta set a precedent. You know, your family. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yes. Your family come through, they gotta represent.
And like he said, if it's trash, let us know in the comments down below.
Yes.
It ain't
If it's trash,
it
let
ain't
them
gonna
know.
be.
Let them
us
know.
On my mama.
That's gonna be the name of the video.
Hey. Reggie Mac music exclusive here at Black Ambition Media. Hey.
Too lit in this thing, need a breeze in the spot. Ain't no hating over here, get your energy blocked. I do this with ease, you can gamble on him. Lady, chooser, never loser. On the dance floor, on point like leaves. Showing my teeth like somebody said cheese. Tugging my collar, feeling like yeast. She's feeling nice, so baby, hands on your knees. Working that thing, put heat to my jeans. Sweating up a storm, somebody intervene. Baby on gold like her last name Green. This one of them ones like yada da mean. Got her stable like a rancher. Ain't no question, she the answer. A gazelle, I'm on her antlers. Reggie Mac, I'm a 7'3" cancer. Two-stepper, watch me chop-chop. In the house where a man should've kept her. Now I'm all on her back like a sweater. I'm Timothy, where's my manners? She said you're awesome, I'm Hannah. Like Montana, from Hotlanta. And start hitting that shit, going bananas. Hey.
That Soul Train rhyme. Soul Train rhyme. Hey. Two step.
That beat is
Hey,
infectious.
let me just say, if you gonna come up here to Black Ambition Media,
You know what I'm saying?
if you gonna come and sit right here on Everyday Hip Hop, that's how you do it.
I need a banger in the cut.
I need a banger in the cut. I need you out here giving me records like this, amping up the party,
Straight up.
giving me something I can two-step to. If you coming up to Black Ambition Media, this is what you need to do. That record is
Tell me about it. How you
fire.
feel?
That
So,
record was
so,
fire.
so
Woo!
live on Black Ambition Media.
Yes, sir.
Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that thing, right?
I loved everything about that record. The beat was absolutely infectious. It made me want to get up and just hit that two-step. And then you came on there and just absolutely slid all over that beat. No wasted movements. Everything had a purpose. And overall, I think that you brought what was already an amazing beat to life. Once that record hits the streets,
Yeah.
I gotta be there when they struggling and say that's just trash to your face. They be like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I love it.
I can't help it.
I'm sorry. I wanted to say that shit sucked.
You know it.
Out of 10, Xavier, what do you give it?
I'm giving that a solid, because as you mentioned, speakers might be a little need a mechanic.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it a solid 9.5
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the speakers. But once I get in the car with, like you said, with the headphones on, I already know it's gonna be a 10.
You ain't gonna be able to take it. You gonna get out the car and ghost ride the whip. Ghost ride the whip.
We got bad memories with that though.
Oh.
We had a friend.
One of our friends tried to ghost ride the whip and fell.
He hit that pavement. He hit
Wait,
that
did he
pavement.
get
Xavier
ran
was
over by the
recording.
car?
I had to jump over and hit the hit the brakes for her. So we don't be doing that over here at Black Ambition Media no more.
Right.
Damn.
I'm
He made
right
a
there
nigga
with
hang it up.
Xavier. 9.5 out of 10.
Why you give me a 9.5, bro?
Yeah, explain yourself.
Where that
What's
0.5 come from?
Family.
Oh, I gotta.
I
I
can give you a
gotta.
discount.
See, we just was talking about this family shit, right? You see, nigga got to take 0.5 off just because he family. That shit crazy.
He was projected. He was talking
boy.
about himself.
I let you know. I let you know.
Yeah, that
I let you
nigga
know.
many, boy.
I let you know.
It's all good.
9.5 out of 10.
Hey, and I'll tell you like this. That
But now that I
motherfucker
have
10
the
to
record,
me.
that's a 10.
That's-
Oh yeah.
Now that I have the
100%.
record, and I have the record in my phone, ladies and
yeah.
gentlemen. It's a 10.
Yeah, don't
I'm gonna
let
need you to
nobody
send
see
that
that
away,
shit.
too. My fault.
Yes,
You
it's
know?
under lock and
It
key.
ain't out yet, so don't let it
That
leak.
won't
Don't
leave
let
the
it
Black
leak.
Ambition group chat.
Yeah, don't let it leak.
Yes.
Don't let it leak.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
let it leak. But it's coming soon.
Okay.
Like real soon. Like damn near by the time y'all record this or edit
this and get
put
it out. Yes, sir.
That motherfucker gonna be
We'll
out
have
there.
this out probably by next week. So
Amen.
we'll
So
plan
I got
it
some
and
work
see.
to do.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna try to have it all at the same time.
Okay.
Cause they gonna want to hear that shit once they see
They
this
gonna
shit.
want to hear.
They
it.
gonna want to hear. They gonna want to go see what Reggie Mac talking about.
Yes, sir. You
Yeah.
have a nice sweatsuit on, my brother.
Oh yeah,
Then
man.
I'm
Yes.
rocking with that.
Yeah.
So you want to shout out?
Yeah, man. This
yes.
is Hype Nova, man. This is my boy shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check him out at Hype Nova, hypenova clothing.com, I believe.
Oh,
you know what I'm
word.
saying? And check him out, man. This shit and it's nice stitching and everything, man. You know,
Amen.
He on the home team too, so I'd like to, shout out my peoples that's from, where I'm from.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm
So
saying? That's
is that
doing-
his socials?
Yeah,
his
his
name?
handle right there.
So you can connect the brother to get that.
Yeah,
To get
I
something
definitely
similar.
put you on this exclusive type shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I like that's how we keep the world going around, keep our circuit flowing.
Right.
Amen.
Amongst us.
Support yours.
I believe we
Exactly.
have one last question. This is, it's gonna serious this out a little bit, but you had one last question about just the reading and the literacy.
Yes. So I had an interesting question. So growing up, it was often that I would frequent a coffee shop, and I would see people typing away on their computers or reading a book.
Yeah.
Recently, I did attend a coffee shop downtown in our local area, and what I saw was mostly people just on their phones and staring blankly into the abyss. Do people read anymore? I think we have the numbers on it, but I do think we're seeing a steep decline in the literacy rate amongst the youth, and I just want to know if you think that has any effect on the lack of lyricism in hip hop.
Yeah, most definitely. If you can't read, how can you write?
Seems pretty legit to me.
Yeah. And then if you don't read, that goes back to the vocabulary. How are you going to project or communicate? So we could get into what does Mac mean for Reggie Mac.
Okay.
I master the art of communication.
Amen.
Right? So that's not Macking like,
Oh, you hit us with a truly humble under God.
yeah. You know,
Amen.
most people hear Mac, oh, he Macking and mix that with pimping and then all. No, I'm mastering the art of communication. Yeah, so I can really spit this shit, and you just heard that one. That's a whole nother vibe. I got a club vibe for you. I can make you feel like you in the hood. I can give you a party vibe. I can give you a serious vibe. I can give you the groovy vibe, baby.
Yes,
the
sir.
groovy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Shout out to Reggie Mac. Let's clap it up.
Well, did I answer your question?
Yeah,
though?
yeah.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Lyricism is bad because niggas can't read.
Niggas can't read.
And
Niggas
nigga
can't
has a
read.
pejorative, so white people, you're in there as well.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
true.
What
That's a
about
lot.
what about white people that can read but they're rapping? How do y'all feel about that?
White people that can read.
So he
but
means
they're
like
rapping.
he means
They
like people
shouldn't.
like
I'm
Ian.
saying because
Yes.
white. Let
They
me clarify
shouldn't.
my question. White people is not struggling with the issue of reading, right? But they're trying to rap. How you feel about white people that's rapping?
You shouldn't.
So
Pick another career.
Pick another career. I feel the same way.
But there is a lot of. I'm not gonna let you get that off
okay.
Okay.
because I may frequent a Dr. Umar video in my day or two.
You ain't freak on it.
Frequent. I don't be freaking
Freaking
on
on
Umar.
it.
No. He would have told me to unfollow him. No, but I'll watch a Dr. Umar video every now and again. But I do think there are some legit white people who have made really good contributions to
I take
hip-hop.
that back
I
because
agree with
I
Like
fucking
LP.
was an Eminem fan.
I love Eminem.
That go back to
So was he.
who the people that I was listening to. Eminem was one of them. Back in the juvenile days and shit. Eminem was definitely. I'm sorry, mama.
Hey.
I never meant to hurt you.
I did recently see that there was not a study. You know, you just see somebody drop a YouTube video. I'm like, I saw this study. No, I saw this.
Yeah,
I
you
saw
gotta
this.
be careful with that shit.
I
'cause
saw
that's,
this YouTube video, and they were kind of talking about how Eminem spoke to the voices of a lot of middle class white people, and now that Eminem has been replaced with people like Ian and people who really just leech off of hip hop and don't really add anything to it, we're starting to see a real just decline in white people's appreciation of the art form and like their
Right.
place in it.
No, that's why I say nowadays, not back in the day, but nowadays they should just leave that shit alone because there's no respect. I just seen some shit earlier. A nigga had his hair like Jesus, like a little perm. It wasn't even like Jack saying Jesus because I'm just trying to give you a picture, but it was cut about right here, and it was all black females behind him. It was a pressing comb instead of the mic drop. It was a pressing comb, and he rapping, he shaking his little Jesus. I'm just like,
Yeah,
and
bounce.
then he sounded horrible.
Damn.
Nah, he sounded horrible, like horrible,
Like, what are you doing?
like it's a mockery of,
But they gonna eat that
the art.
up. They gonna eat it up.
100%.
and they're eating it up.
Because they want the music, they don't want your black face attached to it.
Exactly.
That's how we ended up with country music. That's how we ended up with rock music. That's how we ended up with a lot of music that is perceived as predominantly white. Because it started off as a black art form, and
There
they
you
were
go.
like, I love this music, but man, how can I listen to this without seeing your black ass?
Yeah,
Let's make it a little less good, but white.
but white.
And that's how we get it.
Yeah.
One of the last questions I can think of, what do you think about people who don't write their own music? Can you rank an artist in a GOAT status if they don't write their own
Nah,
music?
hell nah, hell nah, because GOAT strictly is that the greatest, right? How can you be the greatest when you're not even doing everything on your own? Like, I'm talking about writing. You damn near should be putting input on the production of the whole production process when you get to GOAT status and you up there. Nah, you can't be the greatest. You have to be.
What about
But if you have a machine behind you, you can become the greatest
that's
in
it.
the eyes
The
of
machine.
the people
The
because
machine.
the machine is going to
The
make you
machine.
that. But
The eyes of the
if
people.
we're great, if you
Yeah, that's the
really
machine. That's the
someone that grade music and you know that this person has not written their songs and you give them you rank them as the greatest of all time, then something's wrong with you. That means you don't really know music either. But if you ranking somebody as the greatest of all time, you should do your homework and you should say, okay, I know for sure they write all their songs. You know what I'm saying? They've been writing songs for a while. Every song may not be a banger like Reggie Mac, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, they got some bangers, you know what I'm saying? They got a lot of albums and they've been in the game for a while. Okay, this is a GOAT.
Right.
This is somebody that's been doing it like, you know, like sports.
Right.
You know, Tom Brady and all them, man. GOATs. You know what I'm saying? They been doing it. Been winning championships
consistent.
and all that. Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah, like Jordan. Look like Jordan.
6 out
Because
of
he's
6.
better than Kobe.
I agree. I'm not.
I took a lot for
Hey, you
and
hold
LeBron.
on. Like I told you off, like I was telling y'all off camera. I'm trying to be a journalist. I can no longer be
integrity.
biased.
Don't be biased. So you
And
admit
I
that you
rank-
were biased.
As a kid, growing up as a Kobe fan, yes. And when you would call me after they would lose or something like that, and try to
And
tease
you
me
damn to
and
start
shit.
crying.
So you agree? He was
That
doing
nigga was
tricks
crying, y'all.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Damn.
that nigga was crying.
Reggie Mac, thank you guys. Thank you for joining
just
us.
Listen, y'all, he be crying like that. I'm telling you, he'll cry over Kobe. Let's talk about it.
Thank you.
Let's talk about Kobe,
You
man.
need to ask him how he got that green Kobe backpack. He a real.
Anyway,
You got a
real
green
rider.
Kobe backpack.
Anyway.
Why is it green?
He pushed the little kid over for that. He said, "That's my backpack now, little nigga. You don't even know Kobe."
That's
See how they
know Kobe.
See how they put the
boy.
narratives out on me. You see how they put the narratives out on me.
That sound like some shit you would do.
You don't deserve
Over
this
Kobe?
bag.
Yeah, this nigga sick.
Name
y'all.
his stats right now.
Hey,
Yeah.
this is
Where'd he go to
everyday.
school?
Hey, this is everyday
You didn't
hip
even know he
hop.
played soccer, did
Yeah.
you?
Reggie Mac music.
Yeah.
Thank
Something
you guys
wrong
for
with it,
joining
y'all.
us. All right,
Yeah.
y'all. Peace.
Go check on that kid. Yeah. How about that?
You probably still there crying.
Right.